What's up, family? We're gonna be focusing NASDAQ for the week, and of course we're starting this on Mondays. So if you guys are watching my analysis normally on Sundays, we're gonna do them on Mondays due to the fact that we start trading now on Tuesdays. Most of my students with the style of trading that we've migrated to, as well as family, we're gonna be focusing it using smart money concept from the weekly time frame all the way to the 4H or to the H1, so that it can be really relevant for the week. And we're gonna be breaking it down so simple for you. So if you're a beginner who's immigrating to trading NASDAQ or just the concept of smart money, this is your video. We're gonna break it down for you step by step, even if you're intermediate or even a beginner yourself. So we're gonna jump on the chart right now. Okay, family, so we are on the 4H time frame right now on NASDAQ. And of course, I just want to break it down in terms of just not just focusing, but also it being a very educationally packed video for a lot of beginners who are wanting to trade NASDAQ or either just Forex itself. So the first thing that I want to bring to your understanding, family, is this piece of price action that's happening right now, which is basically a bearish trend. And what we mean by a bearish trend, we mean that when the market is in a downtrend and is imprinting patterns that we are familiar with, in the sense of it gives us lower lows and of course lower highs. So the whole idea of this pattern is to give us an ability to know when to get in when the market is creating lower highs, because we want to sell a high, and of course lower lows is when one wants to buy low. Okay, so when we call it the lower low, we're simply saying that this price action has a behavioral pattern to say that it's going to want to create a new lower low, hence it's called lower low. Okay, so that's why we have this exact pattern that's actually happening right now on the trend, as you can see it, where we do definitely have your higher high, okay, your higher low, higher high, higher low, and of course we have the last higher low right there. So it's your higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. We can see that already the market is kind of like giving us that bearish market. Now, just to lay it out in terms of smart money concept, when we have a change of direction, as we had it all over right here, we can have something called chalk or change of character. I did do a video about it. Go check it out right now, where we basically break the last higher low in an uptrend to start a bearish trend. So even though this piece of price action is not as irrelevant, but in terms of education, it definitely is. So since we had that chalk, right, the change of character, the market of course broke it, gave us what we call now a BOS. So I will do videos about each and every one of this, breaking down smart money structure and how to trade it, right? So we have the BOS, which is the break of structure that the market really gave us on a weekly time frame, and we can see the market even continued when it created that lower high to come back and fill in an imbalance that the market had created. So it filled in that imbalance. As you can see, we did have that imbalance that the market created. I just want to mark it for you there. There we go. Okay, so we have all of that imbalance that was filled up and the market rallied all the way down. Now, it's pretty much doing the very same thing when it comes to what we expect for this week, right? For example, I'm just gonna take my horizontal lines. I'm gonna take where the market is currently reacting to. So we will see definitely we do have imbalances there that the market created. So we have sufficient price movement where candlesticks are covered. Then we have imbalances where there's a lot of injection of momentum due to smart money concept, and because of that, it creates a lot of gaps in between that the market would want to fill in, or rather, if we can say it like this, the institution would want to fill in before moving the market. Okay, so we do have that imbalance, and the second one was filled in, but now we don't have this one, which was not filled in all the way up there. So we can see the market coming back to fill it in, as we can see that. Okay, and I'll just refine it to go all the way to this point where the market is currently reacting to. Okay, So do have that imbalance again. Let's just write it. Okay. And there we go. We do have that imbalance. Now we want to go to a smaller time frame, like the daily time frame, because right now we're on, of course, the weekly, to get more information on what we just discovered. And of course, as you can see, this imbalance that we have right now from the 4H price action, we can see that this is actually, from the weekly to the daily time frame, we can see that this is actually a POI. So this is another way to just substitute supply or demand. So instead of just trying to figure out what is a POI, it's just a supply or demand. In this case, we do have a supply because the market is going down. I will indeed do a video breaking down every component of smart money just for you to understand everything that I'm referring to. Now I'm just removing everything because we do have a piece of price action that's influencing this. So as you can see, we have that supply that the market has now mitigated. So mitigated is simply just the market coming back to touch a point of supply or demand, okay, or any key level that we have in the market. So we have this POI that the market now just actually touched or mitigated, and we can know why the market is actually going all the way down. I hope you understand it. And of course, as it was going all the way down on the daily time frame, we can see structure being broken. And what does it simply mean when we have structure being broken? Remember what I said at the beginning of the video? We have lower lows and lower highs. So when it creates a lower low, it's simply saying to us that when it breaks it, it wants to create another lower low since it has created a lower high. So in this case, this would be the lower high that we want to sell at the high place. And probably now our take profits, if we're speaking about, would be somewhere on these areas. Okay, so we do dive deeper into our costs on how to know where the market is going to turn around, know when to take your entries, your take profits, all of that. But this is just laying it out for you as a beginner. And of course, if you want to go all the way, as you can see, we can now conclude to the matter of forecasting NASDAQ that it's gonna be in a downtrend for this week to come. All right. So of course, doesn't mean that entirely a downtrend. So of course, in terms of the whole movement like that, we may expect something like that. Okay, so now going to the 4H is just to validate the information that we have in terms of now, if you were to start trading within an intraday analysis or intraday trade or scalping, so the next day or today as you're going to be trading this is what you more or less can expect. And as you can see, the market has broken that beautiful uptrend that we had there. And of course, what you can do, because it has touched the higher time frame, supply, you can still go on and place your smart money layout. So you have your change of character right there. Okay, let me just lay it out, guys, again. If your change of character, I'm just taking my time to teach you this, and I just hope that you're still watching till now. Okay, we have a change of character, we have a break of structure, or we have that change of character being broken. Okay, so we have this, it was broken. The market, of course, did come back to fill in an imbalance. That's where it actually fell all the way down. Now, it has created other imbalances as it went further down. Okay, so imbalances like this area is right here. So the market might want to find itself coming back to this areas to create what we call again a lower high, so that it can create a new lower low. So you can potentially use these areas, of course, as take profit or as entry areas. You can also, now we can get more data and more clarity as well when we go to the H1, and we can definitely see what the H1 is doing, and it's giving us more clarity on the structure, right? If I just bring it in, you can see there. So that whole area that I was marking as imbalance on the 4H was not quite clear exactly where we can get our entry. Now, you can go ahead and mark every POI that you see, especially as a beginner. We do go in depth, right, in our costs to know exactly which POIs to enter from. So if, for example, from a beginner level, I don't do this, right? From a beginner level right now, okay? You can mark everything. But if you want to speed up the whole process of you learning this, you can definitely go purchase our course. It's amazing, I'm telling you. You can also check out the reviews. People do not lie, results do not lie. Okay, so you can mark the POIs that the market has given you. And one tip that I will give you as a free tip: POIs that are mitigated within a trend, don't focus on them. Focus on the unmitigated POI. Okay, and of course, another thing, it will want to fill up an imbalance, so it will want to go back to a POI where it was not mitigated. Some people can guess it already which POI that I'm referring to, but for now it's not as relevant to know exactly where the market is going to react to, just to know that we are focusing for a bearish market, family. Anyway, guys, I just hope that you're understanding quite exactly what I'm talking about in terms of the direction. So we've already established the direction, we understood the reason, so there's context for direction, and of course we have confluence for the direction. We know why it's going there. Okay, so I just hope that you understood, and of course, if you got so much value from this video, family, make sure that you can get to subscribe, especially if you're a first-time viewer. Make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you like this video so that you can get suggested to other people like you that who just got so much value from this. And thank you so much for watching. See you on the flip side on the next video, of course. Signing out, this is your brother in the kingdom, Emmanuel.